Hey, kamusta kaibigan? This is Aracelia Games, and today I'm going to do something different, which isn't really the main content of my channel, but I'm gonna do it anyway, since this is my channel, I can do anything I want. And for today, uh, I'm going to do a simple tutorial, basic tutorial on 3D modeling and 3ds Max. Yeah, using 3ds Max rather. Uh, as you just a little introduction, I've been doing 3D modeling for 3 years, I think. 3 years now, 3 to 4 years, and I'm not really that expert on this, but I really want to share my knowledge on this and how I usually do work here in 3ds Max. So basically, I am I concentrate on interior modeling, which I will show in the video later, and I will be showing you how I do 3D modeling, interior modeling, and stuff. But first, I'm going to teach all the basics I know, so you will know how to do things by yourself. So anyway, I'm going to. Okay, wait a bit. Okay, I forgot how to turn on my mouse cursor. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you the basics first. So I don't know if you can see the top, but there's a quick shortcut menu here. I'm not going to be using it. So anyway, and this one is the main menu. Okay, so here's the main toolbar. Underneath the main toolbar is the ribbon, which is very useful if you kind of memorize it all, but I'm not going to be teaching this a lot. So anyway, and of course we have this here, the graphic modeling tools. I probably won't be tackling this part here. So okay, next one is the viewport. So in the viewport we have 4 views. This one is the top view. This one is the front view, this is the left view, and this is the perspective view. Okay, let's try placing a teapot here so you'll see what I mean. Anyway, so here's the top view, front view, left, and this one is the perspective view. So you can open it like this and to see all the views, but I usually don't use it like this. I usually just go to the perspective and do anything there, and when I need to use the other views, I just control it in this one area. Anyway, this one is the commands. So my commands are set like this, so yeah, I can see both commands, both windows. It is very easy. It is very easy for me to show to see everything here. So basically, it will show you all the details of your model, like for example here, the radius, segments, etc., etc. You will be seeing this a lot later. So I'm going to be explaining everything. Not really everything, but most of it. Okay. So anyway, underneath here we have the animation timeline. We're not going to be tackling anything animation related right now, so yeah, just leave it as it is. This is the status bar at the bottom. Okay, and this one is the coordinates. For example, here we can just set it to 0 by right clicking it. For example, I move it here, I want it centered, I'll just press right click. Okay, and this one is for the animation. I'm not really using this right now. I won't be using this right now. So anyway, disclaimer, sorry if you hear tricycles or dogs barking outside. I don't have a soundproof room. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna first set this one to shaded because realistic takes up too much VRAM power, video card RAM power. Anyway, okay, how about we start modeling then? So I'm going, like I said, I'm going to be using the perspective mode. So to go to the perspective mode alone, you can press Alt W on Windows. I'm using Windows, by the way. If you're using Mac, Command W, I think. Anyway, so Alt W here. It's easier for me to model in this view. Okay, anyway, for the controls, to pan the viewport like this, you have to press the middle mouse button, or the mouse wheel. You press that and drag it around. Okay, and to zoom in, just scroll the mouse wheel. Easy as that. And if you want to rotate, okay, I'm going to put back the teapot. If you want to rotate the screen, you can press Alt, and the mouse, the middle mouse button and drag it around like that, like so. Okay. Anyway, you can also press Control Alt, then drag the middle mouse wheel to zoom in like this. It's usually if you want more like a precise zooming effect, you can do this, but your mouse wheel is just perfect, can do the job well. So anyway, I think that's more on the view. And if you want to change views, you can press P. Press P for perspective view, F for front. Okay, and press VR. Okay, sorry. If you press V, you can see the views over here. So for the right view R, for the left view L, for the bottom view is B, and for the top view is T. So I usually press for front F, for top view T. You can press R because that's another thing. So you have to press VR and VL for the left view. Back view is BB. For the bottom view is that's the bottom view. I mean, for the back view is VK. Okay, you can just refer to this this one. So just press V, and here are all the views. So I'm going back to perspective. Anyway, so by the way, the thing you see here in the middle, this one with the Z, Y, and X axis, we call that the gizmo. You'll be using that a lot to move the area around. So anyway, let's start with the basic modeling. First, if you want to create something, if you want to create a simple object, the objects are listed here. You have to press this one, create, then geometry, then standard primitives. Standard primitives are the most basic types of objects you can see on 3ds Max. So we have box, sphere, cylinder. Okay, I'm gonna make each one. So we have the box. Okay, when you're modeling, it is very important, or not really important, but it's really helpful if you see all the lines of your object. So I usually press F4 for that. You can see now. That's the white line. The white line is if it's an indication that your object is being selected, and you can see all the lines or all the edges of your object. So that's very useful. Anyway, next one is the sphere. The sphere is the circle one. Okay. Next is the cylinder. The cylinder, yeah, it's basically a cylinder. And the geosphere, which I don't really use all the time. I don't know. Yeah, here it's same as a sphere with triangles on it. So it's basically a mesh. And the tube, there you go. It's a tube. It's a cylinder with a hole in the middle. Torus is like a donut. Yeah, it's basically a donut. Pyramid is pyramid. There you go. So basically, you drag it first to set the bottom, and drag it at the top to set the height. Anyway, I forgot the cone. So cone, drag the base first, then up, then there you go. That's the cone. And the teapot, which I was doing earlier, is a simple teapot. Usually we use the teapot for visualizing the material you're using or the texture you're going to be using. So yeah, We don't really use the teapot for modeling purposes, or if you're going to just use it, if you're lazy, I just use it anyway. I'm not judging or anything. So anyway, plane is a simple plane like that. Okay. Okay. So basically, if you see the squares, like for example this one, the more squares you see, the more polygon it has. So to measure the polygon, you press 7. 7. There you go. You see the polys here. It means that we have 3,868 polygons, or the squares you see inside this viewport. And yeah, so the more polygons you see, the more RAM power your video card is going to be using. So as much as possible, you start first with little polygons as possible, as few polygons as possible, and take it from there. You go way up. Do not start with a lot of polygons first, then go down. That's going to be hard for you. So anyway, okay. Since I'm going to be teaching a lot on the interior modeling, I'm going to try and teach you how to do the, how about we do a simple bed. How about that? I know, no, wait. I'm going to be showing you, since I'm going to be doing the basics first. Let's see. I'm going to teach you how to model polygon modeling using boxes. So okay, so if you want to build a box, you first turn off the auto grid. You drag your object right here. That's for the base. Then release it, then drag it up for the height. Okay, but if you want to do it more precisely, you have to do it in top view like this. There you go, and up. There you go. Anyway, you can see all the length, the parameters here. I'm using meters, because in architecture we usually do meters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I always use meters. So if you want to make what they call this, a cube or a straight square, or is there such a thing? You set all the parameters for, so it's equal. The segments, usually that's the, yeah, there. The if you want to add more polygons on it, you add segments. But like I said, you want to start first with a simple model with less polygons. So yeah, I'm gonna start with 1. Okay, let's center it using this, right click. Okay, so if you want to start modeling this thing, you have to make it an editable poly first, or editable mesh. I'm using editable poly as much as I can. I don't really know how to use mesh. So you have to press right click, then convert to editable poly. Alright, once you've done that, you can, okay, let's rename this first. Guinea pig. Okay, that's you have to like practice naming stuff. It's best practice. And yeah, okay, wait, I'm gonna color this one so it's easily to see. Okay, so we have the simple cube here, and here are the polygon parameters, or the commands you can use and when doing the polygon. So we have a vertex here. Vertex is the one in the points here, and there you go. Here you can select the points of your object. So the more the more polys you have, the more vertices you will have as well. So edge is this one. Okay, the edges. Border, you can't really select the border unless it has a hole in it. So there's a hole, if you can see. So if you press border, you can select that. Okay, anyway, I'm undo. And this one is the face. Oh, I mean the polygon. So polygon is the squares you see. Okay, or basically it's the face. Oops, sorry about that. So basically it's the face of your model. Okay, next one we have the element. So element is the base. Basically, it's the object. For example, if I'm going to be duplicating this one, clone to element. So if I select element, I can select it like this one separately. Okay. Anyway, undo. There you go. So if you want to really model this object, you can do that by doing okay. Sorry, I forgot. The shortcut keys to this one is basically is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1 for vertex, 1 for edges. 2, sorry, 2 for edges, 3 for the border, 4 for the polygon, and 5 for the element. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's easy to memorize, right? And for we have this one. We're going to be using these commands. So basically, it's the selection tool, the select and move. Right now we're at the select objects. So to do that, press Q. Okay, don't mind that. To move objects, we press W. This one is the move. To rotate, press E. And for scaling, press R. So that's Q, W, E, and R. Okay, easy as that. Anyway. Okay, let's start modeling this one. So, oops, sorry about the dogs. I'm really sorry. Okay, let's start by modeling the polygon. So you can see here we have extrude, bevel, bridge, outline, inset, flip. I'm gonna try and explain everything here, everything you see here. So first we have extrude. If you select a face and press extrude, you will extend this one or make another polygon over here. So like this. So yeah, you have 2 squares now. Or you can do that precisely by pressing this one, the settings. Sorry about the dogs. I'm really sorry. So if you press this one, you can see, oops, this thing over here, the what they call this, sliders. Yeah, you can set the height here precisely. If you're doing architecture, you really must be precise with your measurements. So yeah, and group, local, normal, polygon, you will see that in a bit later. So yeah, and press OK if you're done. Next is the outline. Basically, it's doing just that. Okay, you can adjust the polygons when you do the outline, or you can just do that by selecting this one and pressing R for scale. Then you adjust it in the middle like this. Okay. And bevel is basically extrude and outline combined. So you select first the face, then drag the bevel, and then drag it like this. So it's basically extrude and outline at the same time. It's 2 in 1. So yeah. So inset is basically you creating a polygon inside this polygon. So we press this one and like this one. Okay. And yeah. So you can combine this one with extrude to make holes. Extrude. There you go. You have a hole there now. And for the bridge, bridge is basically making a bridge through the polygons. So by doing this, to demonstrate this, I'm going to be oh no. Anyway, I'm going to make another element, clone this one, and rotate. Okay. For example, I want to bridge this thing and this one. So bridge. There you go. So you're going to be creating another polygon in the middle. Okay. So flip. you use this if you want to flip the normals, or basically if you want to like reverse this one, you use flip. Okay, it's actually it's reversed. The you can't really see the back face because I set it to back face calling. So the back face calling is this one back face call. So everything when it's facing at the wrong side or wrong face, it's going to be invisible. So yeah. Anyway, so if you don't see anything, the normals must be flipped. And yeah. And what else? So for the edge, that's basically what you see as well. So when you're going to be using this thing, these commands here, I usually do it in polygons. What I use in edges is this one, the connect. Yeah, just the connect. So for example, I want to make another vertex in this here. So press ring. So what the ring does is basically select all the um, parallel vertex. Okay, so if you select this one, everything here. If you select this one, everything here. So I'm gonna select this ring and press connect. There you go. You have created another vertex. Okay. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this. I'm going to be showing the rest of the commands or the rest of the basics on the next video. So yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like. If you have questions, please do send your questions to the comments. I'll be sure to answer everything as much as I can. And thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more, and I'll see you on the next video. Paalam!